So previously we have introduced finding the limit graphically or numerically. These two ways are not convenient. And for the numerical way, you need to plug in many numbers and to find the tendency of the values. For the graphical way, you need to know the graph, right? If we have so the question is if we can develop some algebraic way to find the limits quickly without plugging the numbers and knowing the graph. How do we do that? Yes, the answer is yes. We can develop some laws. Okay, so here are some basic limit laws. So the first one is the limit when x approaches certain number c of the function f of x, which is a constant b, then the limit would be b. All right. So this is the example. The limit x approaches 1 of 3 is equal to 3. So that means f of x equals 3, right? F of x equals 3, which is a horizontal line. Right, this is 3. When this is a 1, for example, when x approaches 1, so it means we approaches 1 from the left side of 1 and from the right side of line, right? Then the f values will following the curve go this way and go this way. Both blue arrows will point to this point. This point has the value 3, so it's equal to 3. So the limit is 3. Okay. The second law is the limit x approaches c of x, which is equal to c. Okay, so you just plug in numbers when x equals c. So let's look at a quick example. This is x approaches 1 of x, which is equal to 1. So why this is true? Because here the limit of when x approaches 1 of function x, which means f of x equals x, right? F of x equals x is a straight line. Right, so here is 1, here is also 1, right? One point is on the curve. So when x approaches 1, so that means approaches 1 from the left side of 1 and from the right side of 1. Then the f values will follow the curve go this way and go this way. So both blue arrows will point to the black point, which has the value 1. So it's equal to 1. The third law is the limit x approaches c of x to the n. N is some positive integers or negative integers. That doesn't matter. It just makes things happens. Okay. So it's equal to c to the n. So you just plug in c. So why this is true? Let's look at a quick example. X approaches 2 of x squared. This is the example at the very beginning of this part, right? Which is equal to 2 squared. So this is equal to 4. Why this is true? So for this limit, we know that f of x equals x squared, right? So the graph for the x squared, which is this one, parabola. When x equals 2, this is 2. F values is 4. So x approaches 2 from the left side to and from the right side 2. So the f values will follow these two arrows. Both arrows will point to this point. This point has a value of 4, so this limit equals 4. So now let's look at